Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortoise with the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown, VGC 2016 battles. We're moving into the 2016 Video Game Championship kind of setup, which is kind of similar to the 2015 tier. I think there's been some minor tweaks in terms of the kind of Pokemon that you can use or the combinations in which you can use them, sort of thing. I figured, I really enjoyed doing the VGC 2015 stuff because it's kind of a more legitimate competitive thing as opposed to just like battling on the OU tier or something like that. So as opposed to doing like OU stuff, I figured I would kind of jump in here, and I've put together a team of Pokemon that you guys are probably a little surprised to see me use, but I wanted to start from a place of getting a feel for the tier, or for this new competitive environment, and then if I feel like I can make tweaks later on, then we'll probably do that. But I've got Pokemon, and really the only two on this team that may be real surprising to see me using are Cresselia, and I do have Landorus Therian form or whatever on the team. And really, those are two Pokemon I don't really care for. I've spoken out pretty heavily against the Genies in the past, although they're different forms. At least they don't look like a copy-paste of the previous version or whatever. But Landorus Therian is pretty much a staple in the competitive battling, like VGC tournament. So I kind of just, I threw him on here. Cresselia I've seen used to great effect as I watched like the tournaments last year. In that it's kind of a nice bulky Pokemon that you can use, and so she's pretty useful. And so I've got both of those guys on this team, and I brought them into this particular battle just because I want to get a feel for what we're doing here, kind of because it's such a different thing. I don't do a lot of doubles battling, so figuring out good pairings, as well as, just trying to get a feel for the competitive environment as a whole is a challenge. So we're going to starting off. This is going to probably be a continuous team that we tweak and play with, it worked out pretty well, especially with the combination of Aegis Slash, where Aegis Slash can throw up like Wonder Guard and protect the whole field, while somebody else does something else, or, Cresselia's got Helping Hand, which can help boost if somebody else is going to go for it at this point, then, and those are things that I haven't really messed with a lot. The double battling thing is definitely a bit new to me just in general, so, but yeah, so that was our first battle there. I really enjoyed that. I haven't even got nicknames and stuff on these guys, because I was just kind of like, well, let's just like test it and see how it goes. Let's see if this works. And then the battles ended up starting to go pretty well. So this is just the very first earliest stages of us getting into this, but let's give it a shot. Let's check out the next battle, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we go. Battle number 2, up against a little bit of a tougher opponent this time. A little more of a standard team on this one. The last guy had like Ditto and some other things on there that are not quite as typical, but this is at least from my research in trying to figure out, okay, so who should I put on this team? They've got a little bit more going here. So I led off with Kangaskhan and Landorus here, easily took out their Talonflame, and then Groudon comes in and Primal evolves, I guess. I don't know what the Primal forms or how that works exactly, but Landorus is going to U-turn out on the Cresselia, doing some decent damage. I bring in my own Cresselia, who's going to die immediately to an eruption from the Groudon there, so that's a little bit disappointing. But this is the point where I really started getting to appreciate the Aegis Slash edition. I've always kind of liked Aegis Slash. He's never really been a Pokemon that I've had real issue with, and I've used him a number of times in the past. And so in this instance, I was able to bring in on the Wonder Guard and set up and protect everybody, while Kangaskhan was able to go then and do some real damage. And so we were able to get rid of that Groudon there, which was awesome. Cresselia's taken some hard hits. Kyogre comes then in, and he's going to Primal Evolve as well. We're going to be able to finish off the Cresselia as Aegis Slash again sets up the Wide Guard, protects us from the Water Spout there. And so that's going to work out pretty nicely. And then we've got the obviously super powerful Kangaskhan there doing some work. The Water Spout hits that time because I go for the Shadow Ball, knowing that I've got still another Pokemon in the wings if somebody were to go down. And yeah, we were able to get it out. So this team's working pretty well. I haven't gotten a lot of a chance to use because you can only bring 4 of your 6 Pokemon into the actual battle. And I haven't yet. It seems like the combo of Cresselia, Landorus, Aegis slash Kangaskhan is a pretty good combo to have. And so I haven't really gotten to play with Xerneas and Groudon a whole lot yet in this particular instance, but I'm excited about doing that. I really like Groudon. Groudon's always been a favorite Pokemon of mine, and then I don't have anything against Xerneas, and so good strong fairy type, I figure we'll give it a shot. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this next installment of Pokemon Showdown random kind of battles here. If you guys have a suggestion on a tier you'd like to see me do, feel free to put it in the comments down below. But yeah, it just felt like, I really enjoyed doing this, the real true competitive kind of battling sort of thing last year, and so now that the new one's kind of kicking off, I figured I'd kind of get in there, at least so that I can appreciate, when I'm watching the regional tournaments and stuff like that. I definitely won't be participating, but being able to appreciate those a little bit better in the future will be fun. And so yeah, I've enjoyed it. I definitely like the Aegis slash and Kangaskhan. I just on principle, maybe we'll try to find some replacements for Cresselia or Landorus, but yeah, so far it's been good, and so we'll continue to evolve this team and see where we can take it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortoise the Green. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Alrighty, guys, have a good one.